Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Nice looking ball. That's a decent clearance. The referee has given a corner. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tonali with the short one. Played into the box, climbs up big! Good try, the outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Neymar, Van der Ven simply refused to be outdone there. And he's forced to go back. First quarter of an hour gone. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Forlan. Mbappe, and he shoots! And that is wildly off target. Still goalless. Now he's got space here. Chiellini gets across to intercept that. Now he's off and running. Xavi Alonso. Donatoni. Knocks it into space. Now the delivery. He rises! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game.
Substitution for Red Bull Bragantino, number 18, Diego Forlan. Coming on to replace him is number 27, Dwight York.
He's got tall. And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Great vision. He can run onto that. And he's away. Chance, surely! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bergkamp with the clearance. Half an hour played now. Oh, that... Mbappe! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the keeper's got it again. Diogo Costa, a keeper with complete command over his defence. Oh, what a ball! Bergkamp.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Figo. And he's quick to snatch it back. And that pass just didn't quite work. Tonali, and it's Berbatov. And he's intervened well there. Diogo Costa getting this one clear. Bergkamp, looking for the run. Shot a goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This possibly the last play of the half. And the keeper beats it away. And we hit half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substitution for Red Bull Bragantino, number 19, Figo.
Here we go again then.
On the field is
0-0,
31.
and we're at the halfway point.
Substitution in progress.
And that's aimed into the middle. Donatoni, and it's Tonali. Now who's going to be first to this? He's having a go! What a save by Diogo Costa! So their fourth quarter of the game. Milan given another corner.
Well, their corner count's rising, but not their goal count. They can improve.
Big header! Oh, crossbar! That's really well cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's gone for goal! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Dixon. Oh, this looks sharp. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Donatoni. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. York.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Doué. Xavi Alonso. Milan looking to pass their way through. He's found a way through. Strong running down that left flank. And he whips it in.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's going to go a long way. Dixon.
Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Bergkamp. Tries to play it through. Oh, perfectly measured that.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that has not gone well. And smartly reclaimed. Aimed beyond the defence. And that should get the job done. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. That's that, the end. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Milan can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running.
Well, there's no doubt, Peter, that Alessandro Del Piero will be key here. But I'm curious as to what role he's exactly been given.
Well, what would... There's the shot! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So, a breakthrough already. Del Piero running with the ball. Messi. Bergkamp! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Benfica with the corner. They're first. And he's there to clear it. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, easy pickings there. And he's picked out the run. And this is Berbatov. Oh, it's played into the air. Bergkamp! Harmlessly behind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And he's had it nicked away. Bergkamp, a lot of space ahead of him. They want to be quick to recover this. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It'll be a throw-in. That pass has been well intercepted.
Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yep.
Decent chance! Off the post! Donatoni.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he was quick to react. 30 minutes gone. Messi. And here's Forlan. Aimed beyond the defence. And the shot! They've done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Berbatov. Half-time getting close now. Roberto Carlos. And here's a player who has defined a generation. And Del Piero. Forlan. That's a lovely, neat pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's been cut out, well played. Messi. And it's Del Piero. Good running, strong and purposeful. It's a promising position. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center? Substitution for Milan, number 9, Berbatov. Coming on the field is number 41, Esteban.
Benfica get the second half started. And he's chosen to go back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make...
Goes for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think I'd feel that way too. Not that I thrived in one-on-one situations.
So here comes a substitution.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Pinged towards the front line. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Roberto Carlos. Messi. Bergkamp.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Messi. Donatoni. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Crosses it in. Takes a shot! Goal! Milan! And they get themselves in front! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Milan take the lead.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Aimed in towards... Header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Van Dijk. And it's gone back to the keeper. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Donatoni. Oh, it's a great... And a chance! It's bounced back off the post.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
It's Bergkamp! And that could have brought them level.
That was so poor, a very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
And the pass is intercepted. Out for a throw. Very much into the last knockings. All the way back. Nicely weighted ball. Picked out Donatoni. Real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. Oh, nice one too. Very great chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception I'm happy to make. Consistently strong and one of Portugal's very best players, never mind just keepers.
Yeah, I very much doubt his nation has ever had anyone better in that position. Now it's Berbatov. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Berbatov hangs one in. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, it all looks so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened. Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Donatoni. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. That's good running with the ball. Good ball, good take. And it's Tonali. He's found a way through. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Gravenberg is there, and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Donatoni. Tonali. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Tonali. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's shifting through the gears here. Referee's given a throw. It's going to be another throw. Cross into the box. And it's hoisted clear. That is good alertness. Doué goes for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
substitution for Milan, number 19, number 9,
And we're underway again.
on the field, number
Well,
4,
both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And he's onside. Real chance! And he's done it!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Yamal.
Milan are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Looking to play him in. And he was quick to react. Doué is firing after that one.
314.
Great face-to-face with the keeper. Melbourne City needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Crosses it in.
Melbourne City really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible... Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's having a shot! He has done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway.
The presence of Franco Baresi in this lineup suggests to me, Peter, that they'll be playing quite a high line.
What makes you think that?
Well, because he's got all the qualities required to excel in such a system. Because of his reading of the game, his vision, his technique, everything you need to spring a successful offside trap.
He's not got that quite right. And here's Batistuta. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And it's Lucas Moura. Isco.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Well, that has not gone well. Isco is always looking to break lines. Xavi Alonso. And this is Bergkamp. Great defending, strong and determined. Isco. He's being urged to shoot. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Milan really could have done without this. So the most significant moment of the game. Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Now it's Berbatov. He can run onto that. Now that's well seen too. That's going to go a long way.
Substitution.
And the pass is intercepted. Donatoni. That's been cut out, well played. And he's got the beating of his man. There's the shot! And that was very necessary. Batistuta. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's fabulous. Isco! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Milan have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Bergkamp. And he plays one through. Great chance! And it's a goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
There will be 1 minute added
One
time.
sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Reflections on the first half?
Milan have done well to this point. At times I find myself struggling to work out just who's down to 10. That's testament to how adaptable.
Real chance! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now, can they get him away? They're urging him to shoot, and he shoots!
Milan really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure, and come again.
Tries a shot! Oh, taken with style! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Muto has it in a wide position. And a shot! They've done it!
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Rijkaard. Shapes to shoot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Not the most accurate pass. Kusanov hurtling down that right flank. Now it's Berbatov. Out towards the flank. Takes aim and cross. Gets his head on it! And that could have brought them level.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances.
Substitution on the field. Number 24.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Owen. Number 10. Number 22.
Oh, what a mistake!
Number 27. Bayern. Coming on the field. Number 2. Dunk. Number 4. Number 11.
And that's a good-looking ball. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Haaland. Gets into some space. And he lines up a cross. Cleared without hesitation. Forward it goes.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measure.
Shot, surely! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
He's there to head it! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Van Dijk clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
No way through. And that is that. Milan played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Chiellini clears it away. Throw in. And he's gone backward here. Oh, that was vital. And he's had it nicked away. Good ball. Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Climbs up big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Mbappe. He's having a shot! It is a fantastic goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So, a breakthrough already.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tonali, nicely aimed pass.
Milan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Now, this could be a chance. He is through here. Oh, nice touch. He's in a good position here. Platini quietly revving up. Ibrahimovic. Lahm. Milan finding their passes.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And the pass is intercepted. Platini. Bergomi. No, that's been intercepted. Tonali. Oh, good-looking ball. And this is Bergkamp. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Donatoni. That's a sharp pass.
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Played out to the left flank. Well, there is a look that's... Ah, he's given it away! Platini looks to get on the end of this. And it's Bergkamp.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's picked his way through, crosses it. It's a mighty effort! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Milan are still behind by one, despite having a golden opportunity to equalise.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Ribéry. Mbappe. Ribéry. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Platini. Tonali can so cleverly bypass the press. Ribéry. Shot could be on. Shot, surely! Milan still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Out towards the flank. Mbappe. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Tonali. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
It's played through for him. And he's managed to get free. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ibrahimovic. And here's Platini. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Milan are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Vieira. Tries to play it through. Great chance! Mbappe is magnificent! A finish of true class! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
The goal scorer for Milan.
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And it's Ribéry. And he cuts out the supply. Tries to pass it through. Oh, what has happened here? And a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Milan find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tonali. And they win it back again. Kusanov kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And they can counter here.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early. Milan seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Milan looking to pass their way through. Great vision. Nice interception, well timed. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he was quick to react.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Ribéry.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Played out to the right. And there goes the final whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Well, there is the fresh-faced Bojan Kurkic. He's fearless, he's busy, he's a craftsman. How do you describe him, Jim?
I'm expecting to see a lot of him playing in pretty much every position, Peter, from number 10 to winger to auxiliary striker.
He's gone for goal! He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Oh, easy pickings there. Tries to play it through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off.
Martinez! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Martinez. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Crosses it in here. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. Up he goes! Goal! Milan! The breakthrough strike! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Milan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Bergkamp. Schneider.
Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Good ball, good take.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Good take, and is he in? Could move up a gear here. Martinez. Plays a sharp little ball here. Real chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Van der Ven gets across to intercept that. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Passing is crisp. Takes a shot! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It is a good... And the first 45 minutes are up. So your views on the first half?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Milan ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And we're off again.
Number 10,
Bojan. And here's Inzaghi. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Isco. Van de Ven. Can he get on the end of this?
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That pass has been well intercepted. Yeah, he's fouled him there. So we've reached the hour mark. That's a lovely, neat pass. Van de Ven. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That is good alertness. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Van Dijk. Cafu is the guilty party there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Tonali, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to dink it through. Xavi Alonso. Milan looking to pass their way through. Doué. Oh, nice touch. Wriggles his way through. Showing good feet. Isco. Oh, they can break here. He's got away.
That was lovely, that.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And here's Bojan. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Donatoni. Looking to play him in. Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now that looks a decent ball. That's been cut out. Well played. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Passes short and sharp. Filippo Inzaghi. And he's in on goal. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And that's it. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work.
Hello, attendees.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers of his generation, Peter, with all the tools to improve any team. And then all that flair.
Yeah, it seems an age ago now, doesn't it, that he started his career down on the south coast as a left-back, of course.
Yeah, and when you think about left-back, usually poor attackers end up there, but he went on to do great things at the other end.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal, Milan! There is the breakthrough!
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Gets into some space.
He has found the way through. Now the cross climbs up big.
Harmlessly behind.
Milan are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's been caught now, and Berbatov! It's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, that has not gone well. Half an hour played now. Donatoni. Taken back almost at once. Oh, this is a great position. Can he get it through? Donatoni.
Big chance, corner.
And we have our very first corner. He gets big. Relentless. Just relentless. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And this is Batistuta. Xavi Alonso. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Van de Ven.
3 minutes added time.
Tonali. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Milan have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Van Dijk. And it's Berbatov. Tries to pass it through. Berbatov. He shifted it to the flank. An instinctive delivery. And he thumps it clear. Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Now it's Bale. He is through here. Nice control. Bale! Always going over the top.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Iraq are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because...
Great chance! Off the post! Serginho. The message is clear, none shall pass. No, that's been intercepted. Threads one in. Xavi Alonso. Berbatov. Bergkamp is always looking to break lines. That's a good ball out wide. Bergkamp showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Strong running down that left flank. Played in deep.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Bellingham. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Beckham.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Bale has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. He's found a way through. Pinches it off him. Beckham with the cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Milan are looking to break at pace. Now it's Bergkamp. No, it's come to nothing. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Milan are almost home and dry now. And the through ball. Good take and the finish! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
It's become a case of men against boys. Xavi Alonso. And here's the chance to counter. And that is that. Milan, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Berbatov picking up the Man of the Match award, and no... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the international scene, but he really is, for me, the blueprint of the modern centre-half. And, of course, he can play at left-back too. He's old school, he's uncompromising defensively, and he is truly outstanding on the football.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly, actually, at both ends. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. He's on it. Can he get away? And this is De Bruyne. He has found the way through. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. And claimed it back swiftly. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Berbatov. Now, can they get him away? He's gone for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Oh, super ball. Shapes to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Sporting with the corner. They're first. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's made its way to him. Guardiola kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pass somewhat off target. Nicely aimed pass. Well timed, excellent interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Sporting clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Tries to pass it through. Delivers the ball. Header! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up?
He's having a go. He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Khan is there to clear. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! It's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Nicely weighted ball. And we've reached half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Milan really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Milan sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And the game has already resumed here. Decent chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And now he has two. 3-0. And the shot! It's in! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And
oh no, what has happened here? They want to be quick to recover. Can he finish? He's got a goal! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Oh, nicely intercepted. Tonali. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Plays a sharp little ball here. Yamal. That is good alertness. Donatoni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Over to the left. And this is Berbatov. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Hakimi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Chance! No mistake! And with that, he takes home the match ball. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Poor robust challenge. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Khan looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
It's become a case of men against boys.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the...
And Messi! Chance here to counter. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Could move up a gear here. He's in a great position here. And he's managed to get free. Tonali. Donatoni. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Bergkamp. Oh, cracking ball. Bergkamp! De Bruyne. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Xavi Alonso. Last chance, perhaps. Oh, that's a key interception. That's that, the end. Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing.
Bergkamp.
Collecting. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Cannavaro, there he goes, motoring forward. Pinches it off him.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
And already we're underway here. Played back in.
Climbs up big! He will be livid with himself.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh, terrible mistake. He's picked his way through. And it's Tonali. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Alonso, played out wide. Hangs in a cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Doué. Can he get on the end of this?
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philip Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality? Chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Doué! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Eto'o. Thiago. He's away! Milan are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Aimed beyond the defence. Doué. He's shifting through the gears here. It's loose now. And another try! It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the...
Decent chance! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
It's Eto'o! It's hit the upright. Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Doué! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Albert Ferrer. Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Threads one in. Chance! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his...
Up he goes! Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Doué. The ball goes in. Oh, what a climb! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And this could be the final action of the first half. He rises! And there is the half-time whistle. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shapes to shoot! He scored! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Tonali plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Milan have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the...
Tries from a long way out. Chiellini with the clearance. And it's Azar. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the pass is intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Oh, super. And a chance! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Goes for the shot! Really well taken goal. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Goes for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan have their second corner now. Oh, smashing header! Goal, Milan! And they've come roaring back into the lead. Where does this go from here? A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Skim takes a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Opts to play it back. It's Alonso! Here's a chance! No, not quite.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Cannavaro. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Ronaldinho. And here's Eto'o.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He has found the way through. Now it's Tonali. Shot, surely! And that would have been game, set and match.
Tonali has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Looking to play him in. And the finish! It's a goal! Again, we are level. What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Takes a shot. Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
And this is Bergkamp. And a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
That's a throw. Here comes another cross. Terrific header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, well played, well sorted out. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time.
substitution for Milan, number 10,
Into extra time we go. Milan conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That is a brilliant interception. Lahm. Roberto Baggio, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Kusanov did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Denilson. Lahm could try cutting inside here. Looking to go deep. And that should get the job done. Throw in. And it's Xavi Alonso.
Oh, great feat, that.
And this is Mohamed Salah.
Roberto Baggio really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Half-time, extra time.
And a quick announcement today.
Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And we're off for the final time. Well, this really has been an epic encounter. And he's decided to go for it. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Albert Ferrer for Xavi Alonso, and it's been given away. Cannavaro, and it's Rijkaard, and he cuts out the supply. Rijkaard, Cruyff, a game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And it's Berbatov. Cross to the back post. Big header! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
That has ended up in no man's land.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And that is that. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.
Please be reminded.
So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that